You're watching the Isaiah Factor Uncensored.
And welcome back to the second half hour of The Factor Uncensored. We're seeing the effects of domestic violence play out in real time. Joycelyn Savage is reportedly engaged to R. Kelly. The singer recently was sentenced to 30 years in federal prison for sex trafficking and racketeering. And for years, he's also been accused of sexually abusing women and young girls. Despite all of this, Savage says she's sticking beside him. Now, last month, she wrote a letter to the judge asking for leniency in his case and claiming she's not a victim, writing, quote, "My relationship with Robert is amazing. He's the best thing that's ever happened to me. We have a very special connection and are very deeply in love. I still support Robert to this day because I love him and will always be here to support him." End quote. You might be wondering, if he was so horrible to her, why would she stay? Well, it's hard for victims to kick their abusers out and to the curb.
Many people, Allie, are shaking and scratching their heads as a result of this announcement that came from Joycelyn Savage, who was identified as an R. Kelly victim in his federal trial, in New York. And now she's saying she is his fiance and he treated her well and she had the best life. No one's ever treated her better. And people are trying to wrap their heads around that. And this is not uncommon for someone who's been a victim, right?
Right. So I think in recent times, we have seen kind of the dynamics of domestic and sexual violence play out in public settings through the court system. And this is yet again another one of those instances where we are seeing the manipulation, the control, and kind of the aftermath of an individual experiencing a traumatic event in their life.
And when you look at a situation like this, it's the old school term that comes to mind when people say, oh, she's been brainwashed. So what actually happens to a victim who is still in love publicly with the person who allegedly, well, now convicted of abusing her?
Absolutely. So I think we see survivors have just a wide range of reaction: normal, common trauma reactions, expressions of trauma after this event. And manipulation is one of them, right? Where we do have perpetrators, individuals who choose violence, utilize this manipulation and this control to craft a situation in which they benefit from, in which they maintain that power and control. And this looks like, again, kind of another instant where you can see the confusing situation. You can see those moments of, like you said, the head scratching and the brainwashing is really that manipulation of a perpetrator. What really happened and what is taking place is hard for us to know in this moment, but it also isn't uncommon for a survivor to share their story and then there either be the shame or the public knowledge of that being shared, that story may shift and change in the way that it is told for their own self-protection, for them to have power over that. Now, it's interesting to see how this has shifted so dramatically, but again, not something that we see uncommon in survivors, especially associated with trafficking.
Now, if you're dealing with a person like Joycelyn Savage, even if she says, let's grant her this, R. Kelly didn't harm her, but she sees what R. Kelly was guilty of and went to prison for. Why does that not account or matter to her, who wants to come out publicly and say, I'm engaged to this wonderful guy, when, the facts are totally different from what she is saying?
Right. So we often see that with perpetrators, that as their crimes, as their violence is exposed, that there are a lot of people that are like, oh, well, he was a really likable individual, or he was involved in XYZ in the community. But that goes back to that manipulation, that it's not just the survivors being manipulated, it is society as a whole.
That's mass manipulation, essentially.
Absolutely. So I think we have this, but also minimization is something that is normal for survivors to do, right? Like they have to sit in this story in their survivorship, and we often see that minimization because of the kind of psychological manipulation on the part of the perpetrator. Really, that like, oh well, you know, I did it to them, but I would never do something like that to you. Or don't you remember when I did XYZ nice for you? It is not, we don't use kind of this cycle of violence again in the like honeymoon phase and those things commonly, but that is what's happening is the sorry, I'm never going to do this again, or I was a really great person. Just because someone is great to one person does not mean that they have been horrible to other people in their life.
So for family members and friends who may be around Joycelyn Savage, who is claiming that she's now engaged to R. Kelly, how does the deprogramming process work? Or is that something, a road she will have to walk on her own?
Absolutely. It's going to be something that she is going to need to process, and that's going to be a long journey for her to go through, and she is definitely going to need a support system to provide just support along in that journey. It really is about creating spaces where she can share her her story in a non-judgmental way, and really being able to respond in things like I believe you, and support is available if she chooses to share her violence. And hopefully the resolution is this is that there's not further violence that she may experience.
All right. Allie with the Houston Area Women's Center, thank you for the great work that you guys do in the community, and thank you for your time here on The Factor tonight.
Thank you.